Welcome to another edition of Chargers Chat. I'm Dan Wackershauser, joined by Jaren Knight. Thanks for joining me, Jaren.
Thanks for having me.
So let me get this right, see if I can get all your titles right. You're the official financial aid assistant, accounting bursar, and veteran certifying official.
That's correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do here at Southwest Tech in each of those roles a little bit?
So they're all kind of mingled together. Long answer short is I get to help students with funding. And I get to take payments and help students in any way that they need help. And then for veterans, I get to help get the funding from the VA to them.
Oh, sure. And you're located in the financial aid office?
The financial
here?
aid office, yep.
Okay. So I'll start with a little background. I wanted to have you on the show to tell your story a little bit. I think a lot of people would relate with what you kind of went through when you were younger, and obviously you're successful here at Southwest Tech. Where did you grow up and where did you go to school at, Jaren?
So I was born in Columbus, Ohio, but I always say that I was practically born in Fennimore, Wisconsin. Been here since I was 2 or 3 years old and still here. So I went to school at Fennimore High School, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do afterward. I just knew that I really wanted to help people, and everyone that I had ever talked to said, you gotta get a bachelor's degree, you gotta get a bachelor's degree. So I decided I'll go to a university and for criminal justice. That was how I saw myself being able to help the world. My junior year of high school, right when we were planning on where we're going to go, I found out I was going to be a father.
Oh, sure.
So that was a little bit of a change in my life.
Right.
And I knew from then on that, one, I still wanted to help people, but I needed to stay home. I needed to be close to my family, support my family. And I wasn't currently employed, so I really needed to get a job and be able to be that source of income for my family.
Sure. When you were going to school at Fennimore High School, being this close, did you ever consider Southwest Tech? Was it an option, or was it like most students in high school, they want to move away from their parents, from their hometown? Was it something like that?
It was kind of like that. Yeah, my junior year, I was like, there's no way I'm going to go to the Tech. I'm going to go to university, get that bachelor's degree. But when life happens, I saw Southwest Tech as a great opportunity.
So what changed for you? What obviously you had your son, and what kind of turned the light on to you, and how did you notice Southwest Tech at that time?
So growing up in Fennimore, we always knew about Southwest Tech. I decided to come out to an open house event, apply for free, and just see what the campus was like, just make sure that I'm really committed and that I'm doing the right thing. I still wanted to go for criminal justice, and I don't know how it really happened, but I got talking with the accounting instructor, and we just hit it off, and it was a wonderful time. And my mother had told me that, Jaren, you want to do something that you enjoy doing and get paid to do it. So from then on, I chose accounting. I just knew that I liked doing that in high school, and that's something that I would be able to figure out how to help others in a meaningful way through that.
Sure. And how big of a difference do you think it made that you actually visited Southwest Tech and saw the campus and talked to a staff member, talked to an instructor? How big of a difference?
It made all the difference. If that didn't happen, I might still have been. I have no idea where I would be at this point, honestly.
And can you tell me a little bit about your experience here as a student? So you enrolled in the accounting program, and how did that turn out? What was your experience like as a student, Jaren?
It was really nice. I was really glad I'm still friends with most of the people. They're smaller classrooms, so I appreciate that. Getting to know the instructors, we're still on a very personal level. And yeah, it was very hands-on and got me prepared for the work life.
So when you were a student here, did you work as a student on campus as well, or how did that work out?
So that was another big reason as to why I really wanted to come here, is I kind of got offered a position in the financial aid office and decided I needed a job. It's close to home. I'll go for it. I got an interview. They hired me, and it worked out great. So while we always call it you earn while you learn. While I'm learning how to do accounting, I'm also earning the income to support my family. And my mother had told me that I could stay at home while I was going to college, but she would not be funding it. So that was another reason why I knew I needed to get a job
right.
and pay for schooling.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe some things that maybe people don't realize. There are a lot of student employment opportunities here on campus, and you know a lot about that too as well, right, Jaren?
Yep, and now the application is online, so it's easier than ever to actually apply. And it's a wonderful opportunity between classes to be able to go and earn some money.
Sure. So then after graduation from Southwest Tech, what happened after that, Jaren?
So after I graduated from Southwest Tech, before I graduated actually, I became a state student ambassador for Southwest Tech, and I was offered a position in the financial aid office. I interviewed for it, even though I didn't really have the experience and everything. I knew that I've been working really hard at this at this college. It's a wonderful experience. It's where I would love to work, and thankfully I got the job, and it's all worked out since.
Yeah, and tell me, what do you like about your job, Jaren? And you have your job with an associate's degree,
With
I
an
assume?
associate's degree in accounting. Yep. One of my favorite things about the tech in general is the people, the wonderful people you get to meet, the great relationships between the students, the faculty, the staff that you get to combine with. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And how has this helped your relationship with your son? I imagine he sees you going to school, doing what you need to do. What's that relationship like now, Jaren?
Every once in a while, he'll just say, "Do I get to go to school yet?" I'm like, "Yeah, you get to go to your school." He's like, "When do I get to go to your school?" And I say, "Just in a little bit, buddy. I can't wait to see him try to come out here and do wonderful things." It's been a really great experience. The tech has really changed my life and helped me to be the man that I am today.
Yeah, and it's interesting too. Has it changed your perception? Obviously, when you're in high school, everybody has the thought maybe of going to a university and getting a 4-year degree. Mm-hmm. Has it changed your perception about technical colleges? And what do you say to other students who are thinking about long-term educational goals?
I think they need to figure out what they really want to do, because what I wanted to do is help others, and that's all I get to do now. That's my job, is helping others, and I couldn't be more proud of what I do.
So obviously, working here in the financial aid office, Jaren, you see a lot of students, whether it's students just out of high school, non-traditional students of different ages, different financial backgrounds. What advice would you have for people who are maybe thinking about going back to college or are still undecided? Maybe they think they can't do it. In your situation, you had a son. Obviously, it was probably difficult for you to study and take care of your son. But what advice would you have for people out there who think maybe that they can't do it?
I would really ask around, make sure that you know the best options for you. I think a technical college is really great. It really opened up my life, and it made me the person I am today, and now I get to help others. I think Southwest Tech is really a great opportunity, and just in general, just ask questions and just see what options are out there for you, because it's never really too late to learn.
And obviously, a lot of students these days do have financial need. With you working in the financial aid office, what kind of financial help can the college afford to students these days, Jaren?
Yeah, I was able to get a lot of help with grants. I didn't have to take out any student loans. Between the job and scholarships, I was able to pay for all of my tuition. But the wonderful scholarship opportunities, the wonderful grants that are provided, there's a lot of funding opportunities. You just ask questions, and we're here to help.
Great. And how's your son doing these days? How old is he?
He's doing great. He's going to be 5 pretty soon.
That's
here.
great.
Yeah.
And he's a big fan of Southwest Tech?
Of course he is.
That's great. Well, thanks, Jaren. I appreciate your time and your story, and I hope you inspire some people and we get some people here to Southwest Tech, because I think you have to be here to really appreciate the people and everything that goes on here. I think it's excellent.
Yeah, so please come and just visit the tech. If you have any questions, just come and ask us, all right?
Great. Thanks, Jaren. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chargers Chat, and we will see you next week.